Hey everybody, this is Judy Klock here at Stampin' with Crafty Clock. Thank you so much for joining me tonight for my Monday night mystery stamping. I'm hoping that I have this set up correctly and that you can hear me. So if you can hear me, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up and let me know that you can hear me. I don't see anybody here yet. I'm going to wait just a minute or two. It's not quite 8 o'clock, so we'll wait just a minute or two and hope that you can hear me. So if anyone's out there, hello, go ahead and let me know where you're tuning in from. Let me know if you can hear me. I'm trying to make sure that you can see. I guess I should have printed this up bigger. I thought I printed it up big enough, but I guess I didn't. So hello, I see we have one viewer. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, just type in the comments that you can hear me so I know that I'm coming through, because I'm using StreamYard and I never know if I'm coming through, if I'm not coming through. So it's helpful if you can just let me know if you can hear me. All right. Going to change my screen a little bit. Okay, so hopefully that makes this just a bit bigger. I'm trying to get it to be straight, but I don't know what's crooked. If my desk is crooked, if my phone is crooked. But these are the supplies that you should have gathered for tonight's event. So I'm just going to read through them quickly to make sure that you have them. Again, if you're watching, please let me know where you're watching from. I'd like to know where everybody's coming in from. If you're watching on a replay on my YouTube channel, please put hashtag replay so I know that you've watched it after we've gone live. All right, so for tonight's card, you need a card base that's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. You need another piece of coordinating cardstock that's 5 1/4 by 4. We need a second color of coordinating cardstock, and this is a misprint. It should have been 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. And I did update my postings and the email, so hopefully everybody was aware of that. If not, this should be 4. Put that right in, and 1/4 by 3 1/4. Then you need a piece of designer series paper that's 2 by 3. Optional white cardstock. If you're using a dark color of cardstock for your card base, you might want to have a piece of white to put in the inside. That's 4 by 5 1/4. You need a punch or a die cut label that's going to fit the sentiment that you're using in a white or coordinating color cardstock. You need about 10 inches of a ribbon. You need ink pads that will match everything you're doing. Obviously, you need a clear block. You need some adhesive to include dimensionals if you like those. I love dimensionals. You need a stamp set with some sentiments. And then you need embellishments if you so desire to put those on. All right. So once you have all these, if you have this, let me know if we're ready to go to step 1. If somebody could just give me a comment or a thumbs up or something so I know that we're ready. You may have to authorize StreamYard to post your name in the comments so that I can see who's posting, because I don't always see that. If you haven't authorized StreamYard, then it just says like anonymous YouTube poster, so I don't know who all is there. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so clue number 1, stamp your sentiment on the label and place it to the side. So if you're using a punch or a die cut, go ahead and stamp your sentiment on that piece. And then if you haven't already punched it or die cut it, go ahead and do that. But let's get our sentiment stamped and ready to go. I'm going to grab some water. Okay, gets really thirsty down here. All right, so I don't know. You have to sort of let me know if you're ready to go on to the second step. I'm going to guess that you can all hear me since no one has said they can't hear me. So I'm assuming that it's coming through correctly. All right. I need some feedback, folks. Are we ready to go on to step number 2, or do we need a little bit more time? This is like an interactive event. I need you to work with me here. This is my very first time going live doing this. I've done it with my team, and everyone had a great time, and it was great because people were commenting. All good. Thank you, Natalie. I appreciate that. All right. right, let's go on to step 2. All right, we're going to go on to, if you're using the white cardstock for the inside, go ahead and put that on there now. Oh, wait. Okay, I'll wait. I'll wait. So our first 2 clues, let me just go back, was the first clue, you were going to stamp your sentiment on the label or whatever die cut you were using for your sentiment. And then for number 2, this is an optional step. If you're using a dark color of cardstock, say basic black or rich raspberry or blackberry bliss, you may want to put a piece of white or very vanilla cardstock on the inside so you can write your note. So step number 2 is sort of optional. If you're using a light color cardstock, you may opt not to do this step. All right. So anyone's ready to move on, let me know when you're ready to go on. We'll go on to clue number 3. And my plan is to come every Monday evening at 8. If this works, we can always bump it up to 7:30 or 7, whatever works. But I wanted to try this and it's fun. I hope you all have a good time. I hope that you all interact with me and with each other as people are posting. So let's go ahead. We ready to go on, Natalie? What do you think? Can we go on to clue number 3? Yes? No? Okay. I'm going to sometimes take a lack of feedback as that you're ready to move forward. And if you need to, we can always go back a step. Okay, but this is a pretty easy card. I picked a pretty easy one for my first foray into live mystery stamping. All right, so clue number 3. You want to take your DSP, your designer series paper, and you want to put that on the color number 2 cardstock, the one that's 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. So adhere your DSP to that smaller piece of cardstock. Okay, when you're ready, just somebody out there, just give me a shout out if you're ready. In the meantime, it was a beautiful day out today, not too hot. The humidity wasn't too bad. So I call that a win for Virginia in the middle of July, almost the middle of July. It's coming up to being the middle of July. All right, I'm going to move forward with clue number 4. Okay, now you're going to take those 2 layers from clue number 3 and you're going to glue them on, adhere them to that first color of coordinating cardstock, the one that's 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm not going to tell you what to do. Put it on there anywhere you want. Done 3. Great, Natalie. All right. So we're working on number 4. So basically what we're doing right now is we're just putting all of our layers together. Okay. I'm dying to see what everybody comes up with. And don't forget to post a picture of your card that you've made from this. You can either, I believe you can post it on the YouTube comments. Not sure about that. If not, you can post it on my Stampin' with Crafty Klock Facebook page. There is a pinned post for Monday Mystery Stamping for July 11th. You can just go ahead and put a comment in there with your picture from tonight so everybody can see what you've created. All right. All right, let's move on to number 5. Okay, so now the layers that you've all put together, you're going to adhere those to your card front. Okay, I told you this one's going to be real simple tonight. Kind of dipping our toes into the whole YouTube live. So I wanted to keep it fairly simple for you and for me. You can't do the pictures here. Okay, so then if you could post the pictures on the Stampin' with Crafty Klock Facebook page, there's a pinned post. It says Monday Mystery Stamping, and go ahead and put your pictures there. I wasn't sure if you could do it on YouTube or not. Or if you post it anywhere in social media with the hashtag Crafty Klock, I can find it. So if you put it on your own timeline, but just tag it hashtag Crafty Klock, then we can go ahead and find it. All right. Okay. Let me know when you're done with clue 4. Well, I'm sorry, clue 5. We're on clue 5 already. So, like I said, this was real simple. There wasn't a lot of stamping to do for this one. All right. Okay, moving on to clue 6. All right. Now, we're going to take the label from clue number 1. We're going to put some adhesive on the back of it, and you're going to layer your ribbon in a zigzag pattern. So like a zoop, zoop, zoop on the back of that label, making sure the ends extend beyond the edge of your label because you want a little bit of that ribbon to show through. Okay. Doesn't matter whether it goes left to right or right to left. It's all good. So, and if anybody's hopping on late, this will be available after we're done. After the live is done, you can go back and see all the clues and then go ahead and make your card. I have Trooper down here with me tonight. He's keeping me company. Everyone else has gone upstairs. Okay, go Troopy. All right. Let me know if you're done with 6. We can move on. All right. How's it going, Natalie? You working on it? For anybody who's watching tonight, tomorrow is the last day to register for Christmas in July Stamping Bingo on the 30th. The link is on my Stamping with Crafty Klock Facebook page. It will be a great time. We're using the new Handmade Wishes bundle. It's a great bundle. It's got a pretty punch. So hope to see some of you there. Done with 6. Okay, now number 7. Adhere your label from clue 6 to the card front with Stampin' Dimensionals. That is our last clue. So when you're done with 7, I will reveal the mystery. We will solve the mystery. Okay. All you got to do is say done 7 and we'll move on. So it's very hard when you don't really have a large audience to interact with. Thank goodness that you're at least helping me out there, Natalie. I appreciate that. All right. Okay, I think, is everybody done adhering their label to the front? All right, ready to reveal the mystery? Natalie, you're ready to reveal the mystery? Or are we still working on getting that label on the front of the card? Okay, I am ready to go. Here's the mystery solved. Oh, I didn't even have it there. I took it off. There it is. That's our first card, our first mystery stamping card. It's a very simple card. Not a lot of fancy things to it. I used 1/2 of the dual oval punch to create that. And I did put a little piece of white in there. I did go a little extra step and I kind of stamped some flowers and colored them with Stampin' Blends. That was optional. You don't have to do that. But that's it. If you wanted to, next time, we could have put this through the, like an embossing folder to give it a little texture. But again, for tonight, I was just trying to keep it real simple, just kind of get started, get it going. But that is our mystery solved. So that's it for tonight, folks. I hope everybody had fun. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, if you are here, I appreciate your support. Remember to go back, post a picture either on my Stampin' with Crafty Klock Facebook page or anywhere you post it. If you use the hashtag Crafty Klock, I will find it and I will highlight it. And if you are watching this on replay, please go ahead and let me know that you were watching it with #replay, and let me know where you're tuning in from. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a great evening. Tomorrow at 12, my lesson at lunch video will drop. It's another watercoloring video in honor of World Watercolor Month. So be on the lookout for that. And I will see you all here next Monday at 8. Have a great week, everybody. Bye.